Welcome everyone, I'm Tim and this is the controller. Thanks for clicking on Fallout 4, You Only Live Once. Last time we entered on into Fort Hagen, took out a bunch of synths, and were also able to take out Kellogg with just taking a little bit of damage. Today we are going to go skill magazine searching with, first we will be taking on the blood bank that is just right out here in the Fort Hagen location before we venture north to the federal ration stockpile. And if you've been enjoying this content, please hit that like and subscribe button, as it would be greatly appreciated. But with that, let's jump into it.
Roof access.
Now as we come back out to the roof, we have already taken out all of the turrets, so we don't have to worry about them. Also in this computer, we can actually disable the turrets if there were any still, which they should all be done, but it's never a bad idea just to deactivate, just to make sure. And as we step out, the Brotherhood have arrived.
People of the Commonwealth, do not interfere. Our intentions are peaceful. We are the Brotherhood of Steel.
That always looks really nice as they're coming in. Now we will have a few more friendlies dotted about the Commonwealth, which is never a bad thing. This house that's just to the south of Fort Hagen here has a ton of bottle cap mines in it and around it. So if you're looking for some really big explosives, this is the place to hit up. Ooh, nice looking sentry bot model. I think there's another one or two this way. Whoever was living in that little shack there did not want anybody to come towards them. Float fly there. That's almost a 50-50 shot. I got lucky on the first go. So as we come up to this blood bank, kind of want to sneak around the outside exterior first, just to make sure that you can clear of the bugs on the outside, so that way you don't get swarmed once you get further up. Can usually pick off a handful dotted around the exterior without having to do much worrying. Well, that's a little bit more of a concern. Having to reload right there. Thankfully with my stealth, they don't find me all that quick. Thought I'd be able to pick off a few more than that. If you have expert lock, you could just pick the door right there and head on in and start heading to the basement. But it's not that big of a deal to clear the bugs on the inside, as they're pretty low level. Oh, frag mine right there. I'll get that first. It's very well hidden. Says I have a 60% shot. I don't believe that. And there comes out that bloatfly. Wow, terrible shooting. That was some poor shooting there. It is some good meat. We can just kind of clear a little bit on the lower level before we head back up. Be another 2 or 3 bugs up here. They're all pretty much basics. I think that should be the lot of them. There's a key back here, but you also don't need the key to just jump down. You can loop back around to the lower level to where the door was. You can also just drop in from the ceiling. If you had advanced hacking, you could enter on in through here, get you access to the labs. Two bloatfly meat off of that. That is very nice. I think there's a little bit more I wanted to grab from down below before I head on inside. But I think I am mistaken, so we may as well just head on in. If you don't grab that key, you can just hop right down through the floor right here. That is no issue for doing that. Good source of drugs in here. And as we head to the basement, there will be a few more bugs, and there's a high chance that one of them will be legendary. Now, if memory serves, there are rad barrels in that room right there we will want to avoid. Should be a bloatfly on patrol across through the middle there. There it is. Not sure if I can hit that. That's a good shot, though. We have the crits. We'll just kill him. Don't want him sneaking in. So I don't want to take rads, but I also don't want to eliminate my damage. But I think it is kind of important to throw back on the hazmat suit. Now that we have the hazmat suit on, open up this door, and I think there's a legendary in here. That's just a basic. And I missed. That's good. There's a legendary. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I did not one-shot him. They're coming up. Get some action points back. So that bloatfly is down. That was a strong bloatfly. That took a big wallop of a hit. I think I saw one more blood bug in there too. Or where'd the legendary go? You it? Ah, cloaking. Which that sounds like the name should be good, but again, it's another melee piece for generates a stealth field after you've been hit. So that's not very good. I'll take it to sell if I'm not getting too much up on... Yeah, I only have 4 more weight capacity. I'll probably have to do a little bit of inventory management here before too long. So I have enough carry capacity. Yeah, that infected blood bug is going to take a few shots. And I don't have any more crits left. Do have a grenade. Oh. That looked like that was an invisible wall there. So these bugs are a little bit tougher than I was expecting. I was figuring I'd be able to pretty much one-shot all of them. At least even with the crit. That's still not going to take them all the way down. What other weapons do we have? This might actually be, it's a close range. This might actually be a good time for the wounding. I can get off a bunch of shots and then just run away and let the bleed damage take effect. Not sure if I hit it with many shots. Gotta love the tactic of just shoot and run. Especially when you're wearing no armor. Not sure if this blood bug can leave this room. The bloatfly was able to. I did very, very little. I'll try throwing another grenade through there. Nope. Well, I'm not going to try another grenade. Other than there. This is taking a little bit more than I thought it might. Don't shoot me, blood bug. Blood bug is down. Did it hit me? It does not seem like it. See if I have anything in my... No, I just have 10% adrenaline. Fantastic. That was a good use of the wounding. Able to get a bunch of shots off, and you could see that it was also still going down as it was bleeding out. Switch back over to the bolt action. Oh. There's plenty of rad barrels over there, but I could have just snuck right around. I could have left my armor on. Did I kill everything in here? Looks like I may have. Push the button. Beautiful. Ooh, I really want that fan. Another key. And head on in. There shouldn't be any more in here. Got the victory music. There are a bunch of blood packs if you want the blood packs. Just a generic loot chest. Actually has quite a bit of stuff in it. Oh, carrying too much. Better do my inventory now. Oh, got my inventory back under capacity a little bit. I dumped that cloaking synth right arm as it's just too heavy and there's no use for it. Now, I was thinking originally that the surgical journal was down here, or at the very least, I could get a passcode to get into the lab access up top. Now, I knew there was a high chance of a legendary down below, so I did want to address and take that, but it was actually in here all the time. There was a novice lock exam room terminal, which should get me the passcode to get in up above. I did still need to come in through the expert lock door or drop through the hole to access it, but it's never a bad idea to check out legendaries, especially when I was able to avoid the damage from that infected blood bug. So you just click the first option, this blood test protocol. It gets you the passcode. And monkey, you are stupid. I do not like you. Your head can go pop now. I am still in my hazmat suit. I better get that switched back a minute too. There, that's feeling a little bit better. Now we can just run back up top. And use that passcode we just got. And voila! Right in here,
Yes.
another surgical journal. Not general. Surgical journal. For another 2% limb damage. And of course, more drugs. It's always good to have drugs. Not a whole lot in the safe, but it's always worth checking. And a few more blood packs up top here. Now, I did set a custom marker, I think. I did not. I was planning on setting a custom marker. Basically, straight north, somewhere around here is the Lonely Chapel. We'll use the back entranceway to the Federal ration stockpile. There shouldn't be a whole lot between here and there. There's always the chance of the random, patrols on the roads or bugs throughout the Commonwealth. But as far as locations, there's really nothing between here and the Federal ration stockpile, which then the Lonely Chapel is just a little bit further north of that. There is something around somewhere. Swarmbot. Like I said, there's always a chance for trouble on the roads. Detected. I'm not liking that I'm detected. Guess we'll just head up to this satellite array. It's just a couple episodes in a row now where we have come across robots. I'm not liking that I go into detected. Hopefully it's just from that wild mongrel. Roads are no longer safe. Not sure what that building is. I'm not about to check it out. It does look like it's a very nice building, though. Probably has something very good in it, but if I don't know what's in there, it's not worth it. Don't want to be surprised by a random trap. Okay, there's the Lonely Chapel. Down below is the Federal ration stockpile. If I happen to see a raider and he is legendary, I will take him out and try to loot his body. But I'm not gonna purposely get too close. Maybe take out that machine gun turret as it's just sitting right there. But no reason for me to get overly close. Don't need to pick a fight with raiders, especially when I'm just playing out in the open and it is nice and bright out. Uh-oh. What am I in danger from? The blood bug? Looks like it. And a black bloatfly. Well, this is a little bit of a inconvenience. It's nice and close to me. Took 10 damage. And crit him. And some rads. That's unfortunate. Turned on my Pip-Boy light on accident. Up to 44 rads. And wow. Down to 119. Did he hit me twice? He must have hit me a couple times, and maybe with some poison too. That is... That's unfortunate. So basically, you travel over the rough terrain, you get attacked by random bugs that you don't necessarily see. If you follow the roads, you just run into robots. So thank you, Fallout 4. You are being so kind and generous to me. I am really curious, though, what's over there. So if you happen to know, please leave it in the comments. That would be great. Health bar still being over 50%. That's a good thing. Still got plenty of room for rads for when I enter the glowing sea. Now, there are some cows here. Let's actually do the laser, try to build up some crits. Just, there's 2 cows. Get nice and close. That basically kills them. Oh, that right head is surprisingly tough. Get a few shots off at least. Man, that Brahmin almost brought me up to 2 full crits. Don't let the meat go to waste. Ribeye steak makes for some good eating. We'll basically just do the exact same with this cow. Which that should bring us up to 3 full crits. A little bit more experience. And a little bit more food. That is good. I was wanting to have at least 1 crit before heading on in to the stockpile. Well, here goes nothing. There's nothing at the back entrance a whole lot, and it's kind of surprising. You can go in through the Lonely Chapel. There's no defense set up there. You can walk right on in versus going in the main entrance, which then you run into a bunch of raiders, and you have to go through a bunch more raiders in the stockpile before you get to the magazine. Versus you come in Lonely Chapel, it basically just sends you to the end of the dungeon to where you can just take out Red and turret, and I think 1 or maybe 2 more raiders, unless it's another turret and another raider. And you can, yep, another turret, and you can get the skill magazine from them. See their shadow up top. They want to come to the side there. I have a dumb idea. Oh, that hit her. She's gonna come out now? Almost glitched. And Red is down. I know there's another turret in here, and there's usually another raider in here as well. But what I need is just up here. Yep, there's the raider. Just a level 1 basic. Head went pop. Had quite a bit of... Ooh, a 50 cal hunting rifle. If I was just running rifles, that would be a solid weapon right there.
There we
But another covert ops, a little bit harder to detect, which is fantastic. Grab the jet, not the jet, the quantum. I kind of have a plan for the quantums. I've been stockpiling them up. I haven't sold any, so that may come in play down the line. But that's all I really wanted. Let's just sneak back on out of here. All right. Now I think we need to turn in our quest and get heading back over to Nick Valentine back in Boston. Well, I think I have my route planned out, just topped up on the water again. If I just kind of head towards that marker, that is Grey Garden on the map, on the compass there. I should basically be walking past ArcJet, and then once I hit Grey Garden, I can go to Oberland Station and then make my way back on into Diamond City. Well, I've made it through to Grey Garden. That was all territory I have covered before, so it didn't run into any real issues. Now, I am a little bit curious, as I'm going to be coming up on Oberland Station here, how those settlers will feel, because I was never able to get over to Hardware Town in time to save their settler that was kidnapped. So I am curious. I haven't really dealt with Oberland a whole lot, so I'm wondering if they will happen to be hostile. No, they aren't. That would be a real bummer deal if they said, hey, you said you'd help us and you didn't, so now we are going to just be hostile to you. But I am curious if they have any unique dialogue.
Farming's as honest work gets.
That seems pretty generic.
Hey there. They ain't looking for trouble, I hope.
And it is pretty cool of where there's normally 2 people here. Right now, only see 1. So they were in fact kidnapped. So sorry, now you have to work all those potatoes by yourself. Alright, well, I've made it back to Diamond City, but Cricket happened to be outside, and look what she had. She has this boosted laser sniper rifle, which it actually has the improved sniper barrel on it. This should really improve the damage output of my Lucky Laser pistol, and I think that will basically bring it up to maximum damage output, which that will be very handy. She also had generic 50 cal bullets, which I needed, and I am selling her that Hunter's Walking Cane and Kellogg's pistol. Kellogg's pistol is a good gun. Yeah, I might want to mount it on my wall, but really, it's worth quite a few caps, and Cricket is the perfect person to have it. So I feel pretty good about that. And now, since we are here, we can head on in and talk to Nick Valentine.
We're gonna get your boy back.
There, we got reunions completed. Nick was just wondering about how things went with Kellogg and why I didn't have my son back. But now started Dangerous Minds. Now we'll just have to head on over to Good Neighbor, which I'm not sure if I have actually discovered that location yet or not. But we'll be adventuring that way next time, as we picked up a couple more skill magazines, got that quest turned back in of reunions, and I think that is time to call it there. So thanks for watching, and thanks for joining. And until next time, powering off.